Happy hour, banner bar. Let's do it.
All right, so I'll open, I guess, and let you read.
Yeah,
Even
we kind of messed
are-
up and
Yeah.
started without recording here.
So we have Against the Grain Brewery, Pile of Face.
American IPA.
Yeah.
Question is, what offends you? Against the Grain, man. When I see this can, what I think about is clown shoes. They make a lot of that brewery makes a lot of really interesting cans.
Okay.
So that's
Never
different.
heard of clowns. Well,
It's a cool can.
okay.
They're pretty expensive beers, so we normally don't buy even the singles. But every now and then,
And this is an American IPA.
smells citrusy.
Smells, yeah. Definitely has the citrus taste. A little bit smoother than most IPAs.
It is. It's like they're balancing the beer, the grains of the beer with malt. There is a little bit of citrus. It's not as hoppy as a lot of IPAs are. This
Right.
one's... Man, this coat. I keep hitting the zipper. It sounds like I'm ripping ass on camera, but I'm not. Oh, happened again.
But the thing about it is, even though it is going down smooth and does have the citrus notes and is not as hoppy as most, it's still just okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't find anything wrong with it just being okay. I think it's drinkable. That's going to be the key for me with regard to this IPA. I'm not as offended by the citrus note here that I'm getting because that malt it's giving it balance, and I don't think it otherwise gets. What did you rate it, or what would you rate it?
I think I'd rate it a 4. It's just...
I'm actually going to give this one 6.
Okay.
So calling itself an IPA feels like a stretch, but I feel pretty good about it.
Okay.
Speaking of messing things up here, I'm completely out of water, so I'm going to go grab water.
Okay.
So Toby, what offends you?
What offends me? Bad beer.
Not a bad answer at all.
Bad beer.
Not a bad answer. I like it. I'm trying to think of something deep,
Okay.
I don't offend easily. Usually when I'm offended, it's because people won't accept facts or because people think
Okay.
nobody else is important. That stuff really bugs me. When you make decisions that negatively impact others in a big, noticeable way and you refuse to accept what you're seeing, I hate that. I just, if I'm offended by anything, I'm offended by that.
Okay.
Next beer.
Next beer is called Blue Paw by Sea Dog Brewing Company. A 4.7 alcohol.
Is it blue? Or is it just like a blueberry? Or?
No. Just golden like a Pilsner.
It's got blueberry flavor added.
And it's an IPA as well, ain't it?
I think it's just an ale. Just ale.
Just ale.
Question is, if your consciousness could be transferred into a computer, would you choose that over death? I apologize for the neighbors slamming their car doors. Ooh.
It has a lot of blueberry aroma.
It does.
And it's a good aroma.
Yeah, not like you're opening a thing of blueberries and you're eating them, but like blueberry pancake type blueberry. Like roasted.
But the fruit notes are kind of bad.
Surprisingly little fruit flavor there.
Yeah.
It's there. It's just mild.
See, I pick it up a little heavy.
Do you?
Yeah. And it's not good. It's again fermented fruit.
For me, it's getting lost.
Okay.
It's like if you tried to make a blueberry pancake But instead of having those blueberry chunks, it was just like mixed all in and mild.
Mm-hmm. I got to rate that a 3. It didn't seem very pleasant to me, and I don't know why.
I like the beer base. I wish the fruit was stronger, that it tasted as good as it smelled.
Okay.
I would say 6. I think it's better than decent. I wish I got more fruit from it.
I don't know why our palates are picking up different
fruits. Yeah.
Fruit flavor in that beer.
It's strange.
So if our consciousnesses could be transferred into a computer or death. I think I'd have to say I'd choose death.
Okay.
The fact that you can choose in general, you don't know what other people are going to choose. And the fact that you can't actually touch or be with people, especially loved ones.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would want to just be there and just be there and not be there.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I think the hard wall that I'm coming up on with this question is whether or not I have the ability to control the computer. Like,
okay,
can I self-destroy, you know? I would assume that I can, and I would also assume that technology would move me forward, yada, yada, so that I eventually had some connection to, you know, nerve systems and all that. I would totally like to continue existing. So, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be cool. There are some situations where, like, maybe life does have this ceiling, you know, for existence where things just start getting old and you don't need to be living it anymore. But I have trouble believing that's a reality you come up on for like thousands and thousands of years if you're genuinely interested in the nature of the universe and everything else.
There is I don't know if you've ever watched it, but there is a Doctor Who episode where they upload people into computers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting.
I've seen it done on Black Mirror.
Okay.
And that's always horrifying.
Yeah.
Just knowing it's Black Mirror, you know it's going to be bad. But yeah, I still haven't actually seen a single episode of Doctor Who.
Check it out.
One of these days.
Moving on, we have Hung Jury Hefeweizen by the Legal Draft Beer Company in Arlington, Texas.
Question is, would you rather use an elevator or escalator? She was a noisy one. A cool fact about this brewery is because their Legal Draft is the name, every beer that they have has this legal connotation to it. Like Hung Jury. I can't think of the other ones right now, but they all have this interesting name that corresponds to like the court system. What is this? Hefeweizen?
It's a Hefeweizen, so it should be like similar to Blue Moon or something, right?
Yeah. Unfiltered wheat ale with orange peel.
I definitely see the Blue Moon comparison here.
Yeah.
Or taste the Blue Moon comparison. It's citrusy without the hoppiness. It's good.
Straight away for me, it's a 5.
Okay.
Just not my bag.
I'm sitting between a 5 and a 6. I'd probably go a 6 right now. It's
totally drinkable, by the way. I didn't pour that out because I didn't like it. I'm trying to not get too drunk.
Yeah.
If you could see how much drink behind the scenes in a single recording, you'd understand. I don't want to feel bad tomorrow. I just don't. And I probably will nonetheless. This should be a straightforward question, right? Elevator or escalator?
It should. I'm going to go escalator.
Why?
I think they're fun, for one.
Okay.
I think escalators are fun. I aggravate my wife getting on escalators sometimes.
Are you scared to get on, or
if it's going up? If it's going up, I'll keep stepping back onto the flat part. Sorry for banging the table.
Yeah,
messing up the.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I'd probably go escalator. I feel like if they fell, which elevators have a lot of safety deals, so it's not like in the movies where it's just going to fall.
It's just going for.
But I feel like an escalator would be much safer. I'm not going to get stuck inside because that part could happen.
Gotcha. Yeah, safety's something to think about, but I would tend to put that aside. Actually, as I'm sitting over here trying to answer this question, I am thinking about a mall trip. I took to the Louisville Mall with a friend of mine that I grew up with. It's the same friend who used to dance or like do these fight dances to the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. I had some strange friends growing up, but Monty was a trip. We went to the mall once, and he bought I don't know, we were 12 probably when we went. But he goes and he buys this bag of Army Men toys.
Okay.
And starts playing with them in the mall.
Okay.
He's sending Army Men up and down the escalators and the elevators, and he's throwing like the parachute guys with the real parachutes over the edge in the middle of this 2-story mall. I don't know what that has to do with my answer for elevators or escalators, but that's what I'm thinking of. I would tend to agree. I don't want to be confined in an elevator. So if escalator is an option, I'm probably going to take it. I know people who are terrified of escalators.
Really?
And that's why I think the question has merit, because some people will take the opposite side of the coin. Anyway.
So this is Avery Brewing Company. Avery Brewing Company. White Rascal Belgian style white ale. It's an ale with curacao. Am I saying that right? Orange peel and coriander.
Assuming that was the word. Like blue curacao. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Me neither.
Question is, and I missed every description of the beer because I was reading this question and trying to process how it is that I wrote in the Banter Bar Journal, what would be different about the world if farts smelled nice? Just so you guys know the quality of journaling you're going to get if you go buy this thing. You just never know from page to page.
I enjoy a good white ale. I'm glad this is in this lineup. I think Alaskan has a really good white ale.
They do make a white. Coriander again. It actually says it on the can.
Spicy.
I think the thing about coriander is you really pick it up in the nose. You can smell it.
Yeah.
Almost every beer that it's in, you can smell coriander. I've cooked with it a few times, and that's why I think it pops so brightly.
Okay.
Because you can taste it in a lot of curries and stuff like that once you know it's there.
Oh. This one is very lightly spiced, I would say.
White.
Heavy. Is it heavy to you?
It's malty.
Okay.
That gives it weight in a way that I like because it's a wheat beer, so the malt is nice. But
not much orange there. Kind of get the spice after you drink it.
It's throaty. It's a throaty spice.
It's
the one you've never heard of. I would love to meet Throaty Spice. There's probably a porno out there that has a fucking throaty spice in it.
Almost lost my drink there.
And now I'm gonna have to find out after the show. This is a 6 for me. I like it. I don't love it. It's totally drinkable if you can get through the throaty spice.
Definitely a 6. I could see not being able to get through a 6-pack, but needing to try it. That's a really good beer. What was our question again?
What would be different about the world if farts smelled nice? Specifically farts.
I don't think people would get as mad if you let one loose on the elevator. Back to the elevator talk.
Yeah. Or in a car.
Yeah.
In bed. Whatever it is. You know. The sad thing is you have no control over that. I feel like the world would be different because people would probably fart a lot more without concern.
That's kind of what I'm...
I burp a lot and don't worry about it,
Right.
Even though my wife says burps smell, whether it's a good smell or a bad smell. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm sure they do because they're throaty spices, There's a burp right there.
I think we're on the same page as far as people doing it more in public.
Yep. It just be farting everywhere.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So next we have...
Do you think, by the way, before we move on, do you think that would become a bigger kink?
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean? Because, it wouldn't... no, actually, it's not that they wouldn't be unoffensive. They would smell nice. There's no doubt that it would become a bigger kink because people might want it even more. Maybe they smell like your favorite smell. Maybe they smell like freshly cut grass or rain.
I don't know. I mean, maybe a more admitted than...
Maybe.
Because I'm sure it already is.
I'm sure it is, too.
I mean...
I'm sitting over here thinking about
we won't
flowers.
Kink shame,
and...
Oh.
No, I was going to say go ahead. I was sitting over here thinking that Joseph compares IPAs to eating roses.
Okay.
And maybe we know for certain straight away that he doesn't like the smell of farts because women tend to say that their farts smell like roses. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, Joseph's probably not a fan. Roses. Maybe he does. Maybe he just doesn't want to taste them or eat them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's move on.
There's a strawberry beer here.
A Southern Star Brewing Strawberry Blonde.
Question is, what's something you've asked a Ouija board?
Okay. This will be easy.
Never dealt with a Ouija board?
Let's talk about the beer first. Strawberry.
By the way, what a kick-ass fucking can is that, man? It reminds me of those old strawberry candies
yeah.
No, they come in what are the meats and cheeses things?
Charcuterie boards?
No.
If I'm saying that right?
Tommy really liked them. Your grandfather really liked them. I still like getting them at Christmas time. Not just like the sausage logs or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or Swiss Colony. Swiss Colony gift sets. That's what it is. You open it, you've got the mustard and the cheeses and the crackers, but they also have these little strawberries in them. And that's what this can reminds me of.
Cool. There's a light strawberry hint there, but it's not much.
Yeah, it's like half beer at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, but the taste is there.
It's still well balanced, man.
Yeah.
It's almost candy-ish. Not in a sugary sweet way, but like that savory hard candy thing.
That's good.
Yep.
That is that might be the best of the lineup for me. Try a little bit more. There's enough strawberry there that would make it a perfect summer drink. And it hides enough of the beer flavor that it's...
Yeah, people who don't like beer, they could drink this.
They could drink it.
It's so light-bodied. That's the only thing that might be holding it back for me. But normal people, not weirdos like my ass, they would love the strawberry here. And the fact that it's just a little malty. It's not beerish at all. Like, it's just so light. The more I think about it, I think 7 should be an 8.
7. I was going to go 7.
So 7?
It's just easy drinking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is. That strawberry flavor feels unique. Mm-hmm. Unique to like the strawberry candy. I mean, there's a reason the can looks the way it does.
Right. Maybe that's what they used.
Maybe that was the goal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 8.
Okay.
A Ouija board.
Ouija board. I don't have an answer for this because, as you said a while ago, I've never used one.
Okay. So, question should probably be what something you would ask a Ouija board, but I'm assuming most people have. I like the fact that some people haven't. Have you just not had the opportunity?
I have. I don't think I've had the opportunity, and I don't know that I want the opportunity.
Okay.
I think I would just leave well enough alone.
Right. I have asked plenty of things because we used to own one in the house I grew up in. We used to fuck with it all the time, right? Just asking bullshit questions. And I kind of always knew this is bullshit. But the thing that sticks out in my head, and the only thing I ever remember asking this thing, was how old I was going to be when I would die.
Okay.
And I still probably weekly, I think about the fact that it said 84. I don't feel like I'm going to make it that long. I just don't. I never 84. Have. I'm surprised I'm as old as I am, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've asked a Ouija board. How old I would be when I died.
It's a good question.
Ooh, last up.
PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's a staple of country living right there, ain't it? PBR.
Yep.
This is established in Milwaukee in 1844.
I'm scared I'm going to struggle with this. And it's not because I don't like Pabst. I actually remember enjoying Pabst a lot. But on draft. Because we can get it on draft around here, and you get it in your head that it's very different. And
in some places, you used to be able to get a 16-ounce for like $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Applebee's, places like that.
And then, by way of comparison, I guess they're trying to make some money now. They've got their coffee beer out that's pretty damn good, but you get a 4-pack, it's like $12.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Whew. Question is, do you think any marriage would last if the average human lifespan was 1 million years?
Oh my goodness.
Keep in mind when we go to answer that his wife is nearby. Mine is not.
I just went straight into this. I didn't check the aromas or anything.
It's not much coming off the top.
Just a Pilsner.
It actually smells like maybe an ice house beer or a malt beverage. And it definitely has malty character to it.
Yeah. It's a Pabst. Pabst is a cheaper beer. But I think it tastes better than Keystones and stuff like that. Some of the Natty Lights or Natural Light. I think it tastes better than those.
Mm-hmm. I'm not arguing.
And I'm not saying it's the greatest beer in the world. I'm not going to give it a 10 or anything. But, I mean, this is... If you're looking for a cheap beer, this is a 6.
And I'm completely agreeing. Because the thing about PBR is it does, if you go searching for it, if you stop drinking it, right? So in the aftertaste, you're going to get that American Pilsner thing.
Right.
But while you're drinking it, it has this malty quality to it that's great. It's what I love about Old English 800.
Okay.
Same sort of thing.
Okay.
So I still, it's good. And ain't nothing wrong with that. So if you can get it on draft.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably rank it higher on draft.
Draft might be that's what I was about to say. Is draft might be a higher ranking. But I think that about all beers. So
that's a fucking barbecue beer right there, if ever there was one, man. Just
sitting in the backyard, grill going.
Yep.
Just chilling.
So I gotta do it because I've been wondering. So I want to mix the strawberry.
Okay.
With the blueberry.
Ooh, my.
And just really fuck myself for the evening. You saw me pour like a quarter of a beer out, and now I'm gonna taste this
I guess I'll try as well.
The blueberry is really starting to pop.
Okay.
Those two things put together, I might like that even better than this base beer. Still not loving it? There's something about the sugary sweetness of this one that's pulling this fruit flavor forward. And the strawberry is still there. It's kind of a nice...
That's different.
Yeah.
That's not horrible.
So yeah, if you get a chance, grab these two and mix them.
Yeah.
So if you can just get your hands on this, it's still beer of the night. I would say can't speak too much alcohol anyway.
Decent.
Yeah. That's all we have. So let's keep the conversation going in the comments, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place, for another round of
The Banter Bar.
I'm Shane.
I'm Toby.
Farewell, beer snobs.
Peace.
I'll just leave you a little sip in case you want to go back.
I appreciate the sip. I think I could drink quite a bit of this.
I just want to see how it feels in my mouth.
I guess we'll see you next time.
On the Banter Bar.
Jesus Christ. Hello. We are back again. We just being me. There's fucking nobody here with me. In the thick of editing this thing, tired. You know, it's not like I do rated radio banter bar, just nonstop all the time. Realized we didn't answer a question. So here I am, late at night, day before this thing's coming out. Look like I've been out fist fighting people because my daughter likes to just toss her head back carelessly. And I still have a question to answer for you. So Toby's answer probably would have been swayed by the fact that his wife was in the room. I'll answer a little more abrasively. Yes, I think some marriage would last if the average human lifespan were 1,000,000 years. Because you know, somewhere out there is a pairing of two super hard-headed motherfuckers that just refuse to let it go, no matter what. We're not going to try new things. We're not going to experiment. Nothing's going to break us. We have all the time well, not all the time in the world. You got 1,000,000 years. It's a hell of a lot more time than we're used to. But, they're just going to stick it out. That ring on my finger means everything. End of the world. End of discussion. 1,000,000 years. Here we go. Of course, you could also say or suppose that there's a couple that got like 99% of the way through their life and then got married. So they didn't have to be married too long, but it lasted until they died. Yeah. Would most last? Fuck no. Anyway, have a great week. Drinks on me.